What is going on, guys? What is going on? Can everyone see me? Can everyone see me? What is going on, guys? I hope you guys have been having a wonderful week. I know that we didn't have the podcast this week simply because of the fact that I didn't have a guest lined up for this week. I did, but he kind of canceled last minute just because he had something come up. Let me go ahead and put this up on Instagram and just get that out there for you guys. I was kind of debating on whether or not I wanted to do this stream today or Tuesday, but there still will be a stream Tuesday. So our guest is Dza Gamer, DZA. Most of you guys know him. He has a sick video game collection, and we're both brown boys, so it works out. Let me go ahead and copy this, share, copy link. If you guys can see me, hear me, please comment in the chat for me, please. And let's see. What's going on, Adam? What's going on, man? Hope all is well. No, yeah, so just kind of talk to you guys just a little bit. Things have been fairly busy, like really busy in a really good way. Lots of good opportunities, things that I kind of have to accomplish. It's been really great. I've been very fortunate about all of that. PSA return. Boom. I've been really fortunate, I've been really blessed with all the opportunities that I've been receiving. Obviously, you guys know that I'm partnered up with eBay. We'll see how that goes, how long that will continue. Hopefully, it stays for a long time, and I'm able to deliver consistently. That's like my biggest thing. It's like I get so mentally in my head about content, especially if it's for certain companies, because I'm one of those types of people that likes to go above and beyond. So when you put out a piece of content and it gets stifled because the algorithm does not like that you put something out there, and they just pretty much stifle the views on it, it becomes very difficult at that point. So I try to do my best to go above and beyond in that kind of capacity. So hopefully I did enough in August that that's a reoccurring thing. So all is well, all is good. Lots of cool opportunities. I know I didn't go live last week. I think, actually, did I go live last week? I have no clue. Actually, no, I didn't go live this week at all until now. But without much further ado, we have we have one PSA submission and we have a BGS submission. The BGS submission is of a card that was a pristine 10 at CGC. I sent it over to Kanto Shark, Jared. Shout out to Jared. We got it cracked, and then I sent it off to Beckett. We're going to see what it graded as, and we're going to see how well that performs. As well as we got a PSA return. So I know all the grades. I don't remember all of them at the top of my head, but we got some really solid returns. And it's a combination of YuGiOh and Pokemon. So this will be the first time YuGiOh cards are being shown on this. I think we did show YuGiOh cards in the last PSA return, if I'm not mistaken. Matt, what is going on? This is going to be sort of a conversation when it comes to the PSA returns as well as BGS. More and more as time progresses, we're getting to understand a little bit more about how well these grading companies are stacking up against each other. So that's CGC, Beckett, and PSA. From what I've noticed, in my honest opinion, I don't think I think anything at PSA will do relatively okay at Beckett. I think CGC 10s do not translate well at all at Beckett whatsoever anymore. I still think there's a certain level of leniency that still shows within the grading itself. And I don't know, for whatever reason, all these grading companies, I think everyone has to remember that they're just grading companies. You're paying for the opinion of the grader that day, right? You're mostly paying for the authenticity of what you're getting out of it. But it's more so you're paying for that opinion that all of us as collectors value so much. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Beckett sub. For those guys who are not following me here, make sure you follow me on Instagram at NotShivam. And if you're here watching through YouTube for the first time ever, I'm Not Shivam. This is the Vaulted Podcast, your number one source for cards, collectibles, and the community. As this channel grows, I want to be able to show more and more collectibles within this space, whether it's toys, whether it's video games. This week will be a combination of video games and cards, as well as maybe toys. It'll be sort of like a show and tell this week. And, you know, if you guys have any other recommendations or anything of the sort, as far as content goes, or, you know, you just have a certain opinion about how certain things need to be done, then I would love for you guys to be vocal about it. Join the Discord. It's growing. I'm trying my best in every sort of way to be present within that Discord. I have really, really amazing people on there that are absolutely fantastic to talk to. And it's just a small little community there, but let's grow that, be part of it. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So this is the Beckett sub right here. We're going to go ahead and see how well CGC stacks up against Beckett. Let me go ahead and switch. I'm going to keep this camera up on here until I need to switch it over to my card cam. And we'll just go from there. Ow, almost cut myself. Did I cut myself? Nope, did not cut myself. Woo! That's a good thing. That would have been bad if I did. So this is a card that belongs to someone from Japan. And they sent this to me. Those guys who do not know, I don't really crack cards. I have a lot of time. I get hit up with questions often at times. Hey, what's going on, Roblox Gamer? I get hit up with questions all the time in the sense of, hey, Shiv, do you crack cards? The answer is 9 times out of 10, yes, I did cut myself, actually. It's not deep. It's not deep. Here it is. You can see it. Oh, it is kind of... Yeah. I did slice myself up pretty good. Yeah. Be careful with box cutters, guys. Glad it's on my hand versus anywhere else, just because like I have like kind of like rough skin just from lifting. But let's go ahead and see what this is. So I'm going to take out the slip from this. I thought I didn't cut myself. Huh. Guess I did. Alright, I'm going to switch over the cam right now. And here we are. You see all my shiny Pokemon right over here. And this is the Beckett slab right here. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this over right here. Let the camera focus. It is a Darkrai. Oops, did not mean to show the upgrades. It is a Darkrai. The client already knows what grade this got, unfortunately. You know, it didn't translate too well. That's why I came up with what I said. So this used to be a pristine 10 at CGC. I'm going to go ahead and get the plastic off. And here we go. So this was a pristine 10 at CGC, and it's a Darkrai from 2016, and it got a CGC 9.5. So it is a strong 9.5. I will say that. It is a strong 9.5. Let me get... Oh, there we go. This is a strong 9.5. With the two 10 subgrades. But it's still not a 10. We were hoping for a black label with this, but I guess not. I don't know. It's really, really tough to say when it comes to centering and edges. I personally believe that it deserved at least a pristine 10, in my honest opinion. But it is what it is. You can see the little reflection right there. I need to get my studio set up to where I have LED lights behind me, so that way you guys can see the hollow on this. But this typically has your normal 2016 full art hollow. But essentially this is the 2016 Mythical and Legendary Dream Shine Collection Darkrai. So it is a 2016 card. So typically most Japanese cards that are in this full art type of category have this type of foil, just like your Mario and Luigi Pikachus as well as your Poncho Pikachus. So this is a super cool card. But yeah, 2016 Mythical and Legendary Dream Shine Collection Darkrai. So really cool card. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and set this off to the side. We're going to go ahead and ship that out to Germany, get that all straightened out. While that's kind of happening, I want to talk a little... I'm going to open up this pack before we do this PSA opening. I want to open up this pack just because I don't think you guys saw me open this pack, and what kind of video would this be without any sort of pack opening? So obviously you guys know the news that eBay has acquired TCG Player, and first thoughts was like, wow, that's really aggressive, you know, like for eBay to kind of go at like being able to go and you know, come at this sort of space at that kind of capacity. It's aggressive, not and it's not said in a bad way. It's more in the sense of like they are really about, you know, wanting to have a lot of tools and a lot of things present for collectors that collectors probably did not have on TCG Player. And I think it's an overall good move. I think what eBay is doing with TCG Player is just awesome. And I'm saying that and I'm not saying that with bias at all. I personally believe that TCG Player was kind of lacking with some of the stuff that they did have, and this is coming from me as a collector. And I think with eBay coming into the mix, they're going to be able to offer a lot of resources and provide a lot of tools for not only game stores and small businesses out there, but also for the consumer. I think that's the biggest thing. Being able to have things for the consumer is the best thing possible. So this is what we just opened is the Digimon illustration contest. All the cards are the same. I just wanted to open this because I'm going to send off one of the cards to an artist, and that artist is an American artist. I'm sending it out to him tomorrow. So you'll see in a second. So this is the card that I'm sending out to the artist. I'm having them sign it. I'm gonna send it off to PSA, get it authenticated. This is an Agumon from the illustration contest. This did not win first place, but still is an adorable card. You got Agumon right here, and I'm just gonna kindly go through it really fast. But we got right here, we got Machine Dramon as well. The whole purpose of this contest was just to draw Digimon in cute and cool scenes, and they got to win a cash prize. I think the number one cash prize was like $2,000, so it wasn't too major, but I think this was the first time Digimon did do an illustration contest, which I think is super cool. So you have Devimon right here. We have, is it Numamon? I think it's Numamon. I forgot what this Digimon name is called, but I think it's really cool. I think this is in Ghost Game. I mean, not Ghost Game. Ghost Detective. It might be Ghost Game. I don't know. I can't remember. I need to wash off this wound. And this is the card that won first place. Lilymon. The Lilymon won first place. And all of these cards on the website actually have their artist names on them. I can't really find the actual artist's name on the cards. I haven't taken a good look. This is Terriermon. Hey, what's going on, Captain and Meowmika? You're just here on time. And Patamon. This Patamon is looking adorable. So, really, really cool cards across the board. I'm definitely going to get the Agumon signed by the illustrator. Whichever one is the most mint, that's what I'm kind of going after. And, you know, I'm going to send them both. He wasn't going to, like, take money for the signature, but I was being, like, super adamant about it. And, I'm definitely going to, you know, do what's right as far as that goes. I don't want to take advantage of people when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, artists are artists, and I think they should be respected as such. And it'll be just something that I want to keep in my personal collection just because I love Digimon. And, you know, I just want to consistently increase awareness about it. That's actually kind of cool. This video, well, this podcast episode, this whatever it is, this video right here, this live stream, not only has Pokemon, it has Digimon, and it will have Yu-Gi-Oh! So we're going to go ahead and get right into this right here. This is the PSA, and this is the PSA return. This belongs to Kitamori as well as Captain Meowmika. This has lots and lots of bangers. I think people are going to be very, very happy. I know the grades. I didn't want to know the grades, but I was forced to looking at them just because I got hit up by PSA saying that there was an upcharge on the card for a client. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it. I already told one of the clients their grades, and they were absolutely ecstatic about it. Captain Meowmika, I'm doing amazing. I had leg day today. Not really tired, but I know for a fact it's going to hit me probably tomorrow, or I don't know, probably at least tomorrow, or it's going to hit me in a couple of days. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this box. Don't want to put my address out there. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. And try not to cut myself. All right. There we go. We got it open. And it's open. All right. Whoop. Throw that down there. All right. We got a banger right off the bat. Oh, I love it. All right. All righty. I'm going to set this right off of here. All right. First off is Captain Meowika's Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. It's hard to see. You can't even see it, right? Next thing, you see it. It's a gorgeous card. I think Ghost Rares are beyond gorgeous. They never get old. I hate how reflective the cards are in the video, because you can just see my camera right here, and you can see my fan right here. But here we go. It got a Gem Mint 10. Look at that. Congratulations, Taylor. Take a video of that. Take a picture of that. Take a screenshot of that. A PSA 10 Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon PSA 10. How cool is that? That's sick. That's sick. Congratulations. I know Taylor's like freaking out right now. This is the card that I said he's going to freak out about. That's a fire card. Congratulations on that, dude. He was like, oh, I'll be okay. I'll be okay if I just get a 9, you know? Nah, fam. You got a 10. Let's go. All right. I'm going to set this over here. By the way, guys, for those guys who don't know, I actually cracked my screen in Hollywood. Yes, my phone screen is dirty because I don't care anymore. I cracked this in Hollywood, so I got to get it replaced. But that has not slowed me down whatsoever. It's just kind of annoying. But next up, I believe this is Kitamori's. Kitamori. I mean, you got a Reds challenge over here. You got a Reds challenge, right? Boba Boy right there. And you know what? You got a PSA 10 last time when they upcharged you, but they didn't upcharge you on this one. And you got a PSA 10. Bang! Ahaha! Look at that. PSA 10. Look at that texture. Really, really cool card. I think Tokia. Yeah, Tokia illustrated that card. That's a banger. Yeah, let's go. Putting that down. Next up, we got another Ghost Rare. Another Ghost Rare. This is a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. It's tough to see in this. It really is. Yes, Chupapi Muñeño. Chupapi Muñeño's in the chat. Rocket ship emojis in the chat. Fire emojis in the chat. I don't know what other emoji to put in the chat, but put whatever. This got a PSA 9. So congratulations on that. It could be because of the fact that this side is slightly more thick than this side. So for those guys who have never graded Yu-Gi-Oh cards before, PSA is beyond strict with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Things that you would typically see as like maybe a PSA 9 as far as Pokemon goes would be like a PSA 8 as far as Yu-Gi-Oh goes. For some reason, they are super strict on Yu-Gi-Oh. And that's just something that I've noticed within all the cards that I've personally graded on my own with Yu-Gi-Oh, as well as clientele's cards as far as Yu-Gi-Oh, or just dealing with other people's cards. So like when you get a 9, that's pretty mint in my honest opinion. A 9 is solid. Banger. All right. Next up, we got another Ghost Rare right here. This is the Relinquished Japanese from DP Legend Duelist 2. I think this belongs to I think this definitely belongs to Captain Meowka, if I'm not mistaken. I know that there was Ghost Rares within this submission that I know Kitamori also sent as well, but this is Relinquished. This got a PSA 10. So I know Taylor's gonna be pumped about this submission. I know that as soon as it gets back to him, he's gonna spam Instagram as well as the Discord. By the way, join the Discord. With his display update. By the way, guys, if you haven't liked or subscribed to this channel, please do so. Every subscription counts. And honestly, guys, Definitely share the link to the streams whenever we do go live. It does help with the growth of this channel, and this channel wouldn't be anything without you guys. So this is a PSA 9 Japanese relinquished banger. Next up is, I believe this is Kitamori Submission right over here. We got a Japanese Mew first edition from Mirage Forest. You can see a little swirl right there, and you guys know what that means. Dude, the cam on this is solid. The focus on this is really good too. This got a PSA 8. So I'm going to go ahead and see why I got a PSA 8. It's tough to see right here, but let that focus a little bit. There we go. I mean, it could be that little white thing right there. It's not... I don't really see it as damaged, though. I don't know. It could be just the way they cut it. Could be the blades on the actual card cutter got a little bit dull right there. But that's probably why it got an 8, unless there's surface issues with this that I'm not seeing right off the bat. I don't know. We'll have to see. I know that PSA is relatively strict on the grading as of late, so some of these cards are definitely worth resubmitting. But we got a PSA 8, still fire card. I don't think we got entirely bad grades. This one might be the lowest one. So we got a really cool card. This is the Victory Medal knockout card right here with Typhlosion on it. Him sending this I thought was really neat and really cool. Wait, is that a shiny Entei figure in the background? Absolutely. You got shiny Entei right here. You got shiny Raikou over here and shiny Suicune over here. All the figures that you see over here are all shiny except the the Digimon figures right over here. So these are shiny Zukon figures, and these are shiny Bandai Kids. So the Bandai Kids are actually lottery figures. They only made an X amount of them. They're very rare. Very, very rare. I don't think... did I even show the grade? Yeah, this got a PSA 6. A PSA 6. So unfortunate, but it is what it is. You can't win them all. But yeah, pretty much all Bandai Kids are all lottery figures. You cannot buy them at all in Japan, and you can only win them through the Daisuki Club by sending money to them. Bandai was a manufacturer, so that's why they're called Bandai Kids. But it's it was only awarded through the Daisuki Club. So yeah, I mean, I even have a shiny Raikou plush. It's right over here. They only made, it's estimated that only 150, let's stop to see right here, 150 to 250 of these plushies were made. So yeah, really, 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 really cool right here. This cost me $850. Yes, $850. I know. I'm an animal. All right, next up, we got a Japanese promo 4th season subscription Ho-Oh. This card is gorgeous. And it got, drum roll please, a PSA 10. Bam! RIP headphones, guys, sorry. But bam. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that Firebird. Ahaha. Gorgeous card. God, that is fire. Literally. That's heat. Screenshot that. Bam. All right. Literally fire. Next up. You guys thought that was over. We got a 2004 Japanese Blank Celebi Hollow 2nd season subscription promo. This card is adorable. And not only is it adorable, it got a PSA 10. Bam. Another one. And this is a Saito card. So I know Saito is having a signing in Baltimore. We'll talk a little bit about that. if you guys do want to hang around. Saito is having a signing at Regionals in September. Yes, I know. Regionals already. Like, literally a month after Worlds. That's crazy. You got another 10, boy. Another 10. Bam. Now, this card, this is the card that got the upcharge. This is the card that got the upcharge. This is the only card that got the upcharge. And, you know, I'm going to be honest, Captain Meowika. I did my best to try to fight the upcharges. I did my best. But PSA was like, nah, fam. We can't, you know. So, this is it. A Lugia, and I expect every single one of you guys to take a screenshot or a screen recording of this, because this is a banger. This right here is an Unseen Forces Lugia EX card. What a gorgeous card, and it got a PSA 10. I don't know, man. You might be able to crack this and send it off to Beckett. How crazy would it be if it got a pristine or black label? Jeez. This card is gorgeous. Estimated market value is anywhere between $3,000 to $3,500. So this card is expensive. And I'm not even sure what the pop is on this, but I'm sure it's relatively low. But yeah, we got a Lugia EX card right here. Let's get a good close up right here. Yeah. Ooh. Golly, if it wasn't so reflective. Oh man, that's cool. Taylor, that's wild. Wow. Ooh wee. Wow. What a gorgeous card. Congratulations. There's 62 PSA 10s. That's wild. That's the definition of low pop. Alrighty. So I'm going to have to check in which order that I put this in, but I believe the first one that I'm about to show belongs to Kitamori, based on the order. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys at the same time. I'm going to show you both of them because I know Kitamori sent one and Captain Meowika sent one as well. So it just comes down to the picture that I took, and I believe I sent it out to you guys, but if not, I'm pretty sure I do have it saved. This is it right here. We got two Japanese Ghost Rare Dark Magicians, 20th anniversary, second wave right here. One got a PSA 7. I'm believing this belongs to Kitamori. And then the second one belongs to Taylor, because I put Kitamori submission first within the actual submission, and then it was Taylor's card second. So these are it right here. I believe this is yours, Kitamori, and then this one is Taylor's. So I'm assuming that these cards are hard to grade. I do believe that both cards look really, really solid in my honest opinion. I just think that for whatever reason, it probably just got, you know, the grades that it got. Sorry, there's steam on my hands. My hands are hot. Oh, you can see myself right here. Ahaha. Ahaha. There we go. But no, you can see these perfectly clear right here. I feel like the 7 would have been a close 8. But like I said before, Yu-Gi-Oh cards are tough to grade. That's something to keep in mind. All right, next up, we got some literal fire coming up. Let's go ahead and show you guys. This submission is fire. We got a Gary, I said Gary, Blues Tactics Tag Team GX All-Stars card. This card is gorgeous. The texture is crazy. Look at that. And it got a Gem Mint 10. Boom. This is the second time Kitamori has gotten a 10, and I'm pretty sure Saito actually illustrated this card as well. No, Tokiya. Crap. Tokiya illustrated this card as well. So we got 10, 10, 10s. 10s all day, baby. Boom. I'm hoping you guys are also enjoying the podcast as of late. It's been really, really difficult to get back in the full swing of podcasting. But I'm going to do my best. Anytime you guys have any suggestions for people to come onto the podcast, I'm more than happy to take them. I have a couple of different guests that are coming on. It just comes down to availability. But if you're listening to us through Spotify or Apple Podcast, make sure you leave a 5-star review. And I don't think this will actually go on the actual podcast for Spotify or anything of the sort. If it does, it's okay. It's cool. If not, if you're listening to us, well, me through Spotify or Apple Podcast, make sure you watch this video on YouTube because you're missing out on some cool grades. All right, next up, we got a Greens Exploration card. We got good old Squirtle, and we got Green right here. And, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. You got a PSA 10. This is 2 times that you've now hit this entire trio for PSA 10s twice now. You got PSA 10s for all 3 of these twice now, which is really cool to hear and see, Kitamori. So congratulations on another PSA 10. And you know what? We're not done yet. We're not done. We got a 2001 Black Skull Mythical Age Dragon. And, you know, I was kind of wondering what this would get, you know, because they grade Yu-Gi-Oh! Very, very tough. And they got a 10. This got a PSA 10. What a wild card. What a wild submission this has been. Like, overall, there's been so many Gem Mint 10s in this submission. It is insane. This is insane. Absolutely bonkers, right? Right, Captain Meowika? Right? Oh, we're not done. We're not done. To end it, this is the last card in this submission. We got a Dark Magician Girl, Dual Pack Legend Duelist 6, and I'm trying to get the... There we go. There we go. And it got a Gem Mint 10. What a way to end a video. Look at that. Screenshot that, dude. That is insane. We got another Gem Mint 10 to end off this video. Well, to end off this submission. This is sick. We got another Gem Mint 10. That's crazy. Ghost Rares are tough to grade, and seeing this get a 10 is wild. So, bang, bang. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. See, I told you, dude, I told you guys that this submission will be filled with straight bangers. I told you guys. Dude. Dude, I told you guys this submission. Hello? Hello? Yeah? Yeah. It's for you. You got 10s. You guys got PSA 10s across the board. There was some, you know, off grades right there, but I think the fact that you guys got a numerous amounts of gems in that made up for it. I think this submission was overall fire. I think, you know, like I said, I'm definitely going to be taking a bunch of pictures of these and posting them up on Instagram just because why not? I think these grades are so cool. And, you know, that's pretty much it as far as the grades go. Some stuff that I do want to talk about is stuff that's been going on within the community. We've been seeing a rise in signatures. I believe that there is going to be a massive spike with signatures here to come. My only piece of advice is if you are within your means to be able to buy these signatures, do so. If you're able to buy slots out, do so. I think you're missing out on a lot of opportunities to be made in this hobby right now when it comes to signatures because there's much more of a higher return for it. That's if you're trying to sell it. Obviously, if it's for personal reasons, then, you know, go ahead and spend whatever money you want, right? Arita is going to be on Ocala. I will not be in Florida. I will also not be in Baltimore. I will be in Kansas City for Collecticon. It's kind of unfortunate how 3 major events are kind of happening the same weekend as, like, all in the same weekend. It's tough. It's kind of like Worlds happening the same weekend as Collecticon in Long Beach, California. I hope that does not happen next year because I do plan on going to Tokyo for Worlds. But yeah, it is kind of unfortunate because I will not be able to make it to those signings. So that I absolutely would love to go to those signings. And I know a lot of my content creator friends are probably going to go to those signings. But I have responsibilities and obligations to Collecticon. And I think Collecticon's going to be nice. I think Kansas City is a place that I've never been to. And it should be relatively nice. A few interesting things have kind of come to light this week, right? One of them being the fact that there was a confirmed sale for a shiny Syndical combat figure at $4,500. At $4,500, making it the most expensive Pokemon toy sale of all time. Of all time. We have not seen any toy record surpass that. I myself had and held that record for a hot minute. That record was $3,000 just for some Pokemon toys. But for one singular Pokemon toy, right? For one singular Pokemon toy. We're getting to this time where and this might be a little bit of bias coming through, but it's going back to this original conversation where there's a lot of things that are within Pokemon as a franchise that are so undervalued that we're now starting to see the proper evaluations of these figures, of these toys. What people don't understand is that anytime Pokemon has a licensing given out for production of toys, like Hasbro in the past, Jakks Pacific in the past, now Jazzware in the past, they get that licensing, but they cannot produce shiny Pokemon without permission from Pokemon. So we've only had one proper instance in American history where we've seen shiny Pokemon, and that came out in the year 2000 to like 2001, probably to 2004, 2002 to 2004. Pretty much the same time span as Neo Revelation and Neo Destiny, right? Seeing what PSA 10 first edition cards of these shiny Pokemon go for only makes sense for these cards to do the same thing in terms of price point. These have a much lower population in existence, much lower. There are 3 known in my personal experience. I know there's only 3 shiny Charizard combat figures sealed, 2 shiny Scyther combat sealed, and those are the 2 big 2. The ones that I have not seen in its own packaging, which would probably make it very rare itself, is the Heracross, as well as the Zapdos. I have the Zapdos sealed. It's questionable. It has some red flags. It doesn't have some red flags. There are some things that are questionable about it in terms of it being resealed, but I don't know if the manufacturer resealed it or what. That being said, I think we're getting to the point where people are starting to understand that you can get figures graded. We're seeing in major auction houses Kenner toys, specifically from Star Wars, being consistently sold at very high values. And I know that there are other creators out there that are downplaying the significance of these toys. They'll say like, oh, it's just a Blastoise. Oh, it's just a Lugia. Oh, it's just a Spinarak, right? But we can say the same thing about cardboard. Oh, it's just cardboard. Oh, it's just a trophy. Oh, it's whatever. You know, it's very ignorant from people on the outside who are not involved in any sort of hobbies to begin with to say like, oh, it's just cardboard. But that's a little bit understandable. What baffles me is when other collectors will say like, oh, it's just this. When they don't really understand the significance behind it. It's the same thing with a lot of these Bandai figures that you see right here. A lot of these figures right here are worth a considerable amount. Like this right here cost me $80 just to buy. $80 just for this, right? Just the Rayquaza itself cost me $200. Actually, no, I think it was like $150, maybe $100. But they only made a limited amount of these. A lot of people, for those guys who do not understand something, there are trophy cards that are by the Daisuki Club. It is this very same club that has produced and awarded people with these shiny figures. They're very limited. It's the same thing as these lottery plushies right here. These things are difficult to source out. They're difficult to find. They're hard to find sealed. It's just things that we kind of have to admire and respect. You know, it might not be for you, but at least give it the respect it deserves, right? I think that's the biggest thing. Like the Pokemon hobby doesn't have this end all be all towards cards. I think people have to understand that there's a wide variety of things that have significant value to it, right? We see this all the time with Pokemon Center New York stuff. We see it with medals. We see it with trophies in Pokemon. We see it from posters. So I just think it's really dumb to be completely ignorant of other portions of the hobby. There are people within this space, in the niche portions of this hobby, that are willing to spend an absurd amount of money on a lot of this different stuff because they understand the historical importance of this stuff. And calling it historical might take it a little bit too far, but I do value this kind of stuff. There's things within this hobby that have been kind of sort of lost to time, right? And it's up to us as hobbyists and collectors to kind of keep giving these things the spotlight it deserves, right? Like imagine all of a sudden some people just stop caring about something that's so rare, right? But you're that person that's trying to tell people that, hey, this is rare for XYZ reasons, and it actually holds water weight. And now people are starting to see that for what it is worth. 2 years ago, a shiny Syndical combat figure would sell for $450, and now it's selling for $4,500. There's no coincidence behind that. So I just think, like, again, this is not me attacking anyone. This is not me trying to be biased. This is not me trying to tell you how you should collect. It's more so just telling everyone here to just keep an open mind when it comes to any portion of this particular hobby, as well as other people's hobbies, right? Like, believe it or not, there are actual stamps out there that cost multi-million dollars. There is the British Guiana Magenta stamp, and it is known as the most expensive thing by weight in the entire world, which is crazy. So it's always important to keep an open mind. That's why I've kind of stepped back for this podcast to not only be focused towards Pokemon, but I wanted to be more. I wanted to have a holistic approach towards card collectibles as a whole, but just also collectibles as a whole. Like, I think it's important to understand the importance of Yu-Gi-Oh! And what are the rare things in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a lot of things that people do have within their collections, but they don't really talk about it. The price range of collector items prior to 2020 versus now is insane, to be honest. Absolutely. Things now versus what it used to be back in 2019 is crazy, or 2018. However long ago you were within the hobby. We as a generation are starting to place much more importance behind collectibles over traditional means of investing, simply because of the fact that we just find this fun. Like, I have more fun doing this versus like sitting behind a computer and watching a ticker each day on the stock market or Binance or anything of the sort. Like, I find much more enjoyment with this. And I think that's something that everyone of us need to remember and just respect, right? There are a lot of things within this hobby that we might scoff at, that we might just glance over at, and you just never know. You never know what could actually blow up. I think it's important to keep an open mind. And that's the same thing with different card games, right? I kept sort of this shut. I've sort of I closed myself off towards Magic the Gathering the last 3 years that I've been in the hobby. But seeing that my friends play Magic, seeing that I go to more and more shows where I see much more Magic items, I've gained an appreciation towards the game as well as the cards in a sense. I don't necessarily play the game, but seeing my friends play it, seeing how much joy it brings them, seeing Laura Don Diego and her brother playing Magic the Gathering with each other at their hotel when we just got done with the convention that day was fun. It was awesome. I think it's important to understand and respect other hobbies as a whole. And I'm keeping much more of an open mind as a collector, and just, taking this day by day just to appreciate what other people have. It could be completely modern, it could be completely vintage, it could be something that's completely unknown, and I might not know about it, but I'm always going to keep that level of respect for people's collections here on out. And it's just what I enjoy. Just seeing other people's joys and passion with this is just really cool. Moving over, I'm trying to think what other significant things that have happened. Obviously, we saw records for record breaking prices for a lot of these signature cards that we saw, with Ken Sugimori, with Oyama, with Arita. A lot of these signature 1-of-1 type cards, they sold for a lot of money. And I still don't know what's actually pushing that market. I don't know what's actually pushing the demand for it now. Like, these cards have existed for a long time. What's actually causing it to blow up? I don't know. Are the prices that we're seeing now overevaluated? I don't know. I really don't know. It's really tough to say. But that being said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. Definitely go to the Saito signing in Baltimore if you can. Go to Collecticon Kansas City if you can, or go to Akala for the Arita signing, and just do that. Or you can go to Collecticon and just have someone get those cards signed for you. I think it's a win-win. But on that note, I hope everyone has a good rest of their evening. If there isn't any more questions in particular, I'm going to conclude this live. There wasn't really much going on as far as the hobby goes, in my honest opinion, for this week. So I'm kind of keeping it light, and we'll start up back with full swing, hopefully Tuesday, depending on my guest's schedule, and just kind of go from there. That's pretty much it. On that note, I hope you guys have a good rest of the evening. Keep on supporting, and again, make sure you like and comment and subscribe to this channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys. The podcast hasn't been getting enough views as I would like, or it has in the past, but that's simply because of the fact that we're going through different phases within this channel as a whole. This podcast itself isn't necessarily what it used to be, when I had my former co-host here. And that being said, this channel has to go through a regrowth period just to be able to get that kind of viewership back. So, again, make sure you're sharing this. Make sure you're commenting. Even if the video is published, make sure you're commenting on it. Again, join the Discord. Peace out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.